dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are good, healthy and fine and secure. Nowadays, very few terms are very frequent and we are using it very frequently. You can see in the newspaper, the news headlines also. That are oximeter, oxygen cylinder. So when we are talking about oxygen, how we can forget the basic life process, that is very good, respiration. So we will start a new chapter, that is chapter number 14, respiration in plants. So we all know about respiration a little bit in class 7 and class 10. Today we will study in briefly. So in this chapter we will deal with some concepts like respiration. What do you mean by respiration? Second one is do plant breathe? Then we will study about glycolysis, then different fate of pyruvate. In this section we will deal with the fermentation, Krebs cycle, ETS, and then after amphibolic pathway. Krebs cycle, amphibolic pathway. Then we will study respiratory balance sheet, and respiratory patient. Respiratory balance sheet and respiratory test. So these are the concept area we will deal with in this chapter, respiration in the plants. So let's move on the first concept, that is what do you mean by respiration? Let me ask you a question first. Why you eat food? Very good, for the sake of energy. So we are eating food for the sake of energy. That means what we are doing, all the life processes, just like your reproduction, maintenance of the body, cell division, cell growth, all the life processes need energy, and that energy we get it from the food. And for the autotrophs, that means your green plants, they can prepare their own food. What is the process? What is the name of the process? Photosynthesis. So in the process photosynthesis, the autotrophs, they can prepare their own food, but the heterotrophs, they depend on the autotrophs directly or indirectly for the process of the food, or the food, or the source of the food is the carbon compounds. So ultimately the autotrophs are the source of all our food. Next we will study, then let's comes to the concept respiration. Respiration, first you already know that it is a oxidizing process. So it is a oxidation. Oxidation happens here. And suppose this is the, I'm just writing the functional group of glucose. This will form by oxidation, it will form carbon dioxide. But this is not a single step oxidation. Rather, respiration, which is stepwise oxidation, and in this process carbon dioxide is released along with energy is released. So we can rightly say respiration is a stepwise oxidation. Correct? Then the second one, we break the carbon and made carbon dioxide. So we are breaking the compound to complex to simple. That means it is a which process? Catabolic process. That means we are making simple things, simpler components from the complex one. So it is a catabolic process. And in the process of respiration, a lot of energy is produced. That means it is a exothermic process. Exothermic process. Why? A lot of energy is released during this process. Then after enzymatically controlled process, so is a so many enzymes are utilized in this process. So enzyme mediated process. Okay. And when this respiration is happening inside the cell, inside the living cell, it is called cellular respiration. So when the respiration happens inside the cell, it is called cellular respiration. Right? Understood? So we can say respiration is a enzymatically controlled, it is a stepwise oxidation process. In this process, so many energy is released. Then we'll study about the respiratory substrate, the food that is utilized and we get energy. What is that? That is the respiratory substrate. This is very important. Listen to me very carefully. Suppose this is a cell. So many chemical reactions are happening inside the cell, right? So I'm just writing chemical reaction. So many reactions are happening. So in the chemical reaction, the products are the substrate that is utilized and energy is released. Energy is released, we can say, is your respiratory substrate. So respiratory substrate, first it is a carbon compound. It can be the common respiratory substrate, we know that glucose. So it may be your glucose, protein, some fats and some organic compounds. They can enter into the chemical reaction and they can form energy. So basically you can say this respiratory substrate are the carbon compounds which entered into the chemical reaction and in this process energy is released. And those substances they can various substances are entered to the cell, but not every substance release energy. Just like your vitamins, hormones, minerals can do other things. These substances, they can enter into the chemical reaction, but they do not form the energy. That's why we do not call them respiratory substrate. So these are the respiratory respiratory substrate and these are not the respiratory substrate. Clear?